Here is the good ending. Hey, it's Amanda again. Last time me and my little brother watched a lost episode of Rolly Polly Ollie where Ollie Polly got infected by some metallic goo and infected all of Planet Polly. But however, let me tell you another story about a lost episode. Centering around another show I used to watch back in the day, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. The show is about Mickey Mouse and his friends who own a clubhouse and solve problems and go on adventures together. Now with that out of the way, let me tell you my story. It all started when we were at Chuck E. Cheese for my little brother's birthday. After we played some arcade games, we were about to leave when I stubbed my toe on a red, black, and yellow striped package with a note that read Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. "No," I muttered. "What is that?" "What is what, sis?" Julian asked. "I don't know," I answered. "But I think we better find out." I opened the package and inside was a DVD of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. The DVD cover featuring Mickey and Toodles in a light blue background with the show's logo and text below it reading "Oh, Toodles. Interesting," I thought to myself. We decided to watch the DVD as I took the disc out and put in my DVD player. The first thing to show up was the Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo, but something wasn't right. The background was dark purple, the stars were black, and the logo was covered in robot metal. The Playhouse Disney original opening logo came up, but something wasn't right. The sky background was blood red, and the sun and bird looked evil-like. After that scary logo, it showed the Disney's Fast Play logo, which fortunately was normal. I pressed the main menu icon which then took me to the FBI warning screens before actually showing the main menu, which was very cool to look at. The menu had the main cast of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse including Toodles on a background of the clubhouse. I pressed play to watch all of the episodes to play all. The Disney DVD logo played, but the sky was in deep shades of purple and red combined, and when Tinkerbell flew into the screen, she was completely transformed into a deformed robotic figure, and flew off, while making beeping sounds. The DVD then started with the episodes that were in order: Happy Birthday Toodles, Road Rally, Space Adventure and Mickey's Mouse-a-Cator Adventure. After these episodes, a warning came up. Warning: this episode, which was originally going to made for season 3, was made by a former animator of Playhouse Disney. He goes by the name of Brandon Hatched. He was quickly fired due to the episode's content. If you are easily sensitive, turn back now. Watch at your own risk. Not again, I muttered. The intro played, but the sky was dark purple. But nobody even noticed it. Though, not even Mickey. It then showed the logo, but it was entirely robot themed. It was gray, except for the letters which were red. The background was gray instead of blue and the door which represented the O in Clubhouse was the automatic door. After the intro, the title card appeared. But it was different. The background was red instead of blue and the text was black, and in a robot font the title read out Toodles Virus. I was puzzled by the title, but my brother got concerned. "Toodles, you better watch out," my brother gasped. The scene then faded to Toodles, but his screen started to glitch. Then it panned down to Mickey as he walked on screen. "Hey everybody, welcome to my clubhouse," Mickey greeted. "Today, we're gonna..." Mickey was about to finish his sentence, until he was interrupted by a sneeze. He looked around in confusion when he heard it. What was that? Mickey wondered. He heard the same sneeze again, and turned to the camera. "Oh, that sounded like Toodles," Mickey gasped. "Come on, let's go and see what's the matter with him." It then cut to Toodles lying on Mickey's chair. An ice pack was on his head and a thermometer was in his mouth. Just then, Mickey came in with a concerned look. Toodles?" Mickey asked, confused. "Are you okay?" "I'm not okay," Toodles sniffled. "Why not?" Mickey questioned. "Because I have a virus," Toodles told Mickey. "A virus?" Mickey gasped. "I got to alert the others." Mickey then ran off to alert the others. Guys, Toodles has a virus," Mickey told the others. "What?" Minnie gasped. "This can't be real." "Gosh," Goofy muttered. "What are we gonna do? All I know is that without Toodles, we ain't got no mouse-a-tools," Donald stated. "Now we're totally screwed." Daisy stuttered. "Wait, I know what we can do. Let's call Professor Von Drake. He can help fix Toodles," Mickey exclaimed. "Great idea, Mickey," the others chorused. Mickey then called Professor Von Drake over to the clubhouse and they went to the main room. "So Mickey, what seems to be the problem?" Professor Von Drake asked. "Toodles has a virus," Mickey told the professor. "My poor Toodles has a virus," Professor gasped. "That's not good." Suddenly, Toodles' screen started to glitch out as he let out a malfunctioning, glitchy scream. "Toodles?" Mickey questioned in a concerned tone. "Are you?" "I'm sorry Mickey, but I've got a new program now, and it's to destroy you," Toodles told Mickey. "But Toodles, what about our mouse-a-tools?" Mickey asked. "There are no mouse-a-tools, mouse," Toodles berated. "There is only death. I'm so tired of you using me to solve problems." That's not how the formula goes. Toodles started changing. He now had black eyes with red pupils. His skin was now crimson, purple, and black, and he had sharp teeth. Whoosh! Goofy gasped. What's gotten into Toodles? Toodles had an evil grin on his face, and flew over to them sinisterly. Ha 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 ha. Toodles laughed maniacally. Time for you all to die. And how are you intending to kill us? You don't have arms. Donald pointed out. Oh yeah, watch this. Toodles smirked. Suddenly, the handy helpers started to build something out of scrap in the clubhouse. What are they building? Mickey asked. It was a robotic body for Toodles. It had sharp claws, tentacles, and a laser on its shoulder. Oh no. Pluto panicked, in the voice of Piglet. This isn't gonna be good. This was shocking to me. Pluto had never spoken throughout the show before. Pluto. Mickey gasped. You can talk? Minnie questioned. Yeah. Pluto answered. I have been able to talk. Guys. Killer robot. Daisy shouted while pointing at Toodles. A killer robot? Donald asked, confused. Don't worry, it won't. I said a killer robot. Daisy told Donald as she saw Toodles. What? Donald gasped. Oh no. Mickey gasped. This can't be good. Please Toodles. Daisy pleaded. Don't do this, we're just your friend. Quiet duck. You will all be eliminated. Toodles berated. Are you kidding me? Donald wondered. This is bullshit. This was shocking to me. Nobody ever heard a Disney character say a curse word in the show before. Oh. Pluto whimpered. Toodles then used a laser and laser beamed Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, and Professor Von Drake with it. Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, and Professor Von Drake screamed in agony as they were being laser sliced. Is this over yet? I asked. It then showed Chip and Dale having a conversation. Hey Dale, where's Toodles? Chip wondered. Not sure. Dale answered. He has been acting really strange. Just then, Toodles flew into the shot with an evil menacing grin on his face. Hello Chip and Dale. Toodles greeted sinisterly. Toodles. Dale asked. Is that you? Yeah, it's me. Toodles answered. Then what happened to you? Chip asked Toodles. I have a new program now. Toodles explained. What new program? Chip and Dale asked, confused. To eliminate. Toodles answered. To what? Chip and Dale gasped. Toodles then used a program that made a chainsaw appear and used it to slice Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale screamed in agony as they were being sawed. It then cut to Clarabelle working at her mart. Just then, Toodles teleported into the shot. Hello, cow. Toodles greeted sinisterly. Toodles. Clarabelle asked. What happened to you? I got a virus, and I had a brand new program. Toodles explained. New program. Clarabelle wondered. What even is that? You'll see. Now, Toodles answered. Toodles then used a machete and started stabbing Clarabelle. Clarabelle screamed as she was being stabbed, much to Toodles' amusement. It then cut to Pete, who was about to settle down for a good snack. Suddenly, Toodles appeared behind Pete, startling him. Whoa. Pete yelped. Stop scaring me like that. I have a new program. Toodles told Pete. A new program? Pete asked, confused. What do you mean? Because you're going to die, you piece of crap. Toodles berated. Toodles then used a katana and sliced Pete's head off. Pete screamed as his head was being sliced. It then showed Willie the giant at his barn. Suddenly, Toodles flew into the shot. Hey, Toodles. Willie greeted. You look different. No shit. Toodles said really? Toodles asked. Then I got a new program. What do you mean? Willie asked. This. Toodles answered as he used a buzzsaw and rammed it up Willie's eye. It then cut to Mortimer drinking some lemonade. Suddenly, Toodles flew into the shot with a menacing evil grin on his face. Toodles. Mortimer asked. Is that you? Prepare to be crushed, mouse. Toodles sneered. Crushed. Mortimer gasped. Toodles' hand formed a hammer and crushed Mortimer with it. Mortimer screamed in anguish as he was crushed. Afterwards, Toodles laughed manically and evilly at the same time as he was glitching. This new program of mine will slaughter all of this realm. Soon I'll have enough power to lead the charge. Toodles said. He then killed the rest of the characters and flew back into the clubhouse. And now, it is time to bring this baby to life, he exclaimed while hacking the Mousecador. The Mousecador then started to glitch out, while its color scheme started to change. It now had dark crimson and purple gears. The Mousecador was light purple, and smoke was coming out of it. Once the Mousecador finally finished being hacked, it then started to take control of the clubhouse as it changed the appearance of the clubhouse. The head now looked like Toodles instead of Mickey. The body became much more like Toodles' robotic body. The glove balloon was now replaced with the robotic arm with the sharp claws. Same happened with the leg and shoe. The slide now was replaced with the tentacle. The fence was chrome and had spikes all over it. The garage was robotic themed. Pluto's doghouse was broken, and everything else turned metallic with the same colors as Toodles. This is my clubhouse now, bitch. Toodles spoke in a demonic tone. Toodles then laughed demonically, as the clubhouse got up, and started to rampage around the land. It's time for the robots to take over, Toodles exclaimed while shooting out a beam that robotized some of the residents of Mickey Park. It then showed a montage of Toodles within the clubhouse turning all of the people and the park itself into a robotic world with the sky turning gray. After the montage, it showed the Toodles clubhouse within its spot, with all of the robots within the robotic park. Heck, even some of the robots resembled the characters who died, such as Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, Goofy, Professor Von Drake, Chip, Dale, Clarabelle, Pete, Wooly the Giant, Mortimer and the others. Just then Toodles emerged from within the clubhouse, and faced his army of robots. Attention all of my robots. I am your new leader. You will do as I say, and you will not fight back in any way, shape, or form, and if you do, you will be terminated by my clubhouse. Do you all understand me? Toodles shouted. Yes, Master Toodles. The robots chorused. Great. Now let's go turn this world into, Toodles announced. But before he could finish, a voice interrupted it. Hold it right there. It interrupted. Whoever dares to hold me up? Toodles questioned. Turns out to be Mean Girl and Devil Dinosaur. They are here to take away Killer Robot Toodles, and bring the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse back to life. What in the world was all that? Moon Girl questioned. Well, it's a long story, Toodles replied. But this is all for their own good. Enough with all that. Moon Girl paraded. You need to regret on what you have done. Devil Dinosaur nodded and blinked. Not today, Toodles raged. Unless you were the next ones to be killed. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur gasped after he said that. But when Toodles took out a shotgun to shoot Mean Girl and Devil Dinosaur back to their own place, something was lost. Huh? Why is it not working? Toodles asked. He tried again, but then he realized his powers have faded away. My powers? Toodles gasped. They are gone. Sorry about that, but it looks like you're back to being you now, Moon Girl said. Devil Dinosaur nodded and blinked as they used a power to get rid of Killer Robot Toodles. Mean Girl started. What do you think you were doing? Toodles wondered. Me. Me. Killer Robot Toodles then started begging and pleading for Mean Girl to not zap him. But it was too late. Hi-ya. Moon Girl yelled as she zapped Killer Robot Toodles with a beam of light coming from her hands. Killer Robot Toodles screamed in anguish as he was being gone. Then his virus got removed. Toodles turned back to normal. I was relieved that Mean Girl and Devil Dinosaur had saved Toodles from evil. Ugh. Toodles moaned. What happened? After he moaned that, Devil Dinosaur came into the shot and blinked. Yeah, Devil Dinosaur. Moon Girl agreed to Devil Dinosaur as she pointed to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Look at what you have done. Toodles looked at Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and gasped. Oh no. Toodles gasped. I made a huge mess. Calm down, robot. Moon Girl reassured. Let's fix this place up. Devil Dinosaur nodded, and blinked like he agreed with Mean Girl. They all then fixed up the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and brought back all of the characters, and everything was now back to normal. Well, that's all for our thing today, Moon Girl said. Devil Dinosaur nodded and blinked, then waved. Oh, and by the way, thanks for saving me, Toodles said. No problem. Well, it's time for us to head back, because we need to fight Beyonder, Moon Girl said. Then they went back to New York City. Moon Girl Adria cried happily. Mom, Dad, Grandpa and Grandma. Mean Girl said. You saved Toodles, Adria said. Moon Girl crying happily, hugging her family. Thanks, Mean Girl, James Jr. said. You're welcome, Dad, Mean Girl said. Bye-bye. Moon Girl and her mom waved goodbye to Mickey Mouse and their friends. It then cut to the hot dog dance song by They Might Be Giants, but it was normal, but only changes the word of the mission. And the credits came up, but was from the season 1, and the Wonder Pets credits theme was playing in the background. Also shocking to us, why is a reference of Wonder Pets on the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse episode? When the credits finished, then it showed the closing logos, but with their fanfares. The Walt Disney Television Animation logo came up, but was normal, and the fanfare of the Walt Disney Television was playing. The Playhouse Disney original logo came up, but the fanfare of the logo was playing. And finally, the distributed by Buena Vista International Television logo with sound effects. After that, it then cut back to the main menu. I was so proud of ourselves. Sometimes, some lost episodes ended happily ever after with very lovely good endings. The end.